उधर आ जा, उधर जगह.
Okay.
Nice place over there.
Remember how a couple days ago you said you asked us what will you do if the gravity turned off for 30 minutes? If it turned off, I will try to stay here as still as possible or swim down to the surface or hold on to something because the gravity is turning off, not getting reversed. So I will hold on to the surface. Even a blade of grass may stop me from floating.
Okay, very good. So, just to remind everyone over here, the question was what to do if gravity is turned off for 30 minutes and it comes back after 30 minutes. What is one thing that you should? So, this is a good suggestion of yours. Hold on to a blade of grass if you can, even that will stop you. What is something that you should never try to do when the gravity is off? Okay, very good. नहीं, if the gravity is off, then you can jump off the building. There's no problem there.
Never be on the ceiling because you can get it. You can go down and you will get hurt.
Yeah, when the gravity comes back. But there's one thing you should never do. Even if you really want to, your stomach is hurting, you should. Because it will float around. And you don't want that to happen to you. So, no pooping when the gravity is off. Okay? यार 30 मिनट के लिए रोजा रख लो ना. कोई हाँ 30 आधे घंटे के लिए रोजा तो कोई बात ही नहीं होती. हाँ, but 30 minutes, no number one, no number two, nothing. Okay, good. All right, so now let's get on to the task for today. And this is again a very difficult question. It's a 2,000-year-old question. In fact, 2,500-year-old question. But it is something that we can maybe get an answer to. So I want a volunteer who will do as I say. Who will volunteer? You. Okay. So starting from, I want you to walk from that end of the room to there. यार इसको इस मेज को थोड़ा पीछे कर लो ताकि सब देख. नहीं वो दूसरी मेज जो है ना. हाँ इस from that couch to that, but you have to do the following. यार वो छोटी मेज भी हटा दो ना उधर से. अब इस हाँ अच्छा तो ऐसे है कि जब तुम उधर से उधर जाओगी ना, आधे रास्ते में तुम्हें रुकना है, राइट? जो बाकी रास्ता रह गया, जो आधा रास्ता तुम तय करने वाली हो, उधर रुक जाओ. So you will start from here, you will come to the middle of the room, stop for just little while, then you go to the other end and stop in the middle just for a little while, and then halfway in between stop, halfway in between stop, halfway in between stop, halfway in between stop.
What? This is so hard.
This is not easy, but she volunteered, so she has to do it. Okay, that's
Easy.
okay. And tell us when you're stopping.
Okay.
Do
I have to say stop?
Yeah, you have to say stop.
Stop.
No. Jab, you see,
Half from there to there, then the half from there to there, then half from there to there.
Yeah, so again.
Stop. 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 Stop.
Good. Keep going. No, but you have to. That is also. No, you don't have to come back. Just say stop, 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 stop. Whenever you whenever you decrease the distance by half, then you stop. Try again. Good. No. When again. See, stop halfway in between, then stop halfway in between, then stop halfway in between. Yeah. Yeah. Go. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Keep going. Okay. So I think you made your point. Here is the problem. Ab baith jao. So half, stop, half, stop, half, stop, half, stop, half, stop, half, stop, 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 stop. Now, how many times do I have to say stop? There's no limit to that. Every time I say stop, well, I've covered half the distance, but I'll have to keep saying stop. And so I will never reach the other side. Because I have to say stop so many times. And even if I don't say stop, I have to stop. Like this. This is what is called Zeno's paradox. Zeno, ये बहुत बड़ा फलसफी था और उसने जो सवाल उठाया ना, it's a very difficult one. Because you'll make half, then half, then half, then half, then half, then half, then half, and you will keep on making halves. And how many halves will you have to make? Not 10, not infinite. Infinite means what? What is the meaning of infinity? Unlimited. Beautiful. And unlimited or infinite, that means you will have to stop an infinite number of times, which means you will never get there. Bolo. So, give him.
I'm pretty sure there is this thing called the Planck length where you cannot go any smaller. Where if you get 1 Planck length away from the wall, then you will have no choice but either not to move or touch the wall.
यार तुमने तो मेरा दिमाग बिल्कुल उड़ा दिया. Planck length, man, that's, you know how small that is. That's
10 to the power of negative 43 meters. In other words, 0.000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 Okay, but it doesn't, even if the Planck's length was not this, was something else, the point is that you will have to keep making so many stops, so many halves, that you will never finish making those halves. So Zeno thought about this, and then, well, of course, it's crazy because you did reach the other side, didn't you? Anna? You did reach, you almost reached the other side. But there was a... But what if you started from a point and went to another point? Suppose
couch was not a couch but a point, would you have reached that? Again, you would, by this reasoning, by this logic, you would not have reached that. So this is, something very, very puzzling. देखो ऐसे दिमाग ऐसे दिमाग हिलने लगता है ना. अच्छा, अब मैं तुमको एक और मिसाल देता हूँ. तो तुम लोगों को पता है कछुआ क्या होता है? कछुआ
Turtle.
tortoise. हाँ, टर्टल भी हो सकता है. ओके, सो देयर एक कछुआ है और एक खरगोश है. यार खरगोश मीन्स अ रैबिट. हाँ 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 हाँ.
Rabbit story.
The turtle and the rabbit story. Yes. So tell us about it.
The turtle and the rabbit story has that there was a rabbit and a turtle. The turtle was slow and the rabbit was very fast. So the rabbit asked to the turtle that, do you want to have a race? So they had a race. Then the rabbit was running and running. The turtle was going very slow. So the rabbit got distracted and then the turtle won the race.
So yeah, the rabbit said, I'm going to win anyway, so he went to sleep and so the turtle. Okay, अच्छा, अब मैं तुमसे ये सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. Suppose the rabbit had not gone to sleep, would he have caught up with the turtle? Would he have won the race?
Yes, because he's very fast.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you that the rabbit can never overtake the turtle. Tell me why. हाँ, बोलो. उधर माइक उधर दे. तो मेरा सवाल ये है, सुन लो हैं, इसका तुम जवाब देने वाले हो. तो खरगोश इस कछुए के पीछे भाग रहा है. मेरा ये कहना है कि, या जीनो का ये कहना है कि खरगोश कभी कछुए तक पहुंच नहीं सकेगा.
Can you please speak in English?
Okay, so I'm saying that the rabbit will never be able to overtake the tortoise.
What do you mean by overtake?
या उससे आगे नहीं निकल सकेगा. ओवरटेकिंग, यार गाड़ियां हर वक्त ओवरटेक करती है ना. गाड़ी, हाँ.
In front of some car.
Yeah. So do you have an answer for that? I am saying that the rabbit can never win the race. You tell me. Anyone? I'm saying the rabbit can run as fast as he likes, but he can. And you have to keep in mind what we talked about earlier, the Zeno's paradox. Okay, but let her first give an answer, then I'll come to you.
I can't really think of any reason why the rabbit wouldn't be able to physically overtake the turtle, but maybe it could be something to do with fate.
Fate?
I don't know, maybe because if the rabbit wasn't able to win the race once, then he was never meant to win the race. And he would always, something would keep obstructing the rabbit and causing it to lose.
Think about what she was trying to do. And use that reasoning, use that logic, which could she reach that sofa? Why could she not reach the sofa? She did actually, but what is the reasoning which said that she cannot reach the sofa? Use the same reasoning. Okay, so you want to try? Okay. अच्छा, ठीक है. Okay. हाँ.
So let's suppose that the turtle has a slight head start and the turtle is half as fast as the rabbit. Well, if the rabbit gets to the turtle's previous position, the turtle will have moved further, and then if the rabbit goes to that place, then the turtle will have moved further. Although a counter to this thing will maybe to make them both take one big step.
I think you are getting there. Oh man, you are getting pretty close to the answer. हाँ, बोलो.
सर जैसे अभी आपने कहा है कि जो रैबिट है वो कभी भी टर्टल के आगे नहीं निकल सकता,
हाँ.
तो
Why?
वो इसीलिए नहीं निकल सकता क्योंकि उसको लगता है कि मैं बहुत फास्ट हूँ, तो वो तो अभी आ रहा होगा पीछे से स्लोली स्लोली, तो मैं इधर थोड़ा सा रेस्ट कर लेता हूँ, और जब वो आगे निकल जाएगा तो उसको पता भी नहीं चलेगा क्योंकि वो सो रहा होगा. और
नहीं
उसको
नहीं, वो
लगेगा
सोता नहीं है, वो सोता नहीं, वो तो कहानी है ना असल में. जो इट्स ही डजंट गो टू स्लीप. वो जो कछुए वाली वो जो खरगोश, इट्स जस्ट अ स्टोरी दैट द rabbit went to sleep. He never went to sleep. So my question is, can the rabbit ever overtake the tortoise? And he was giving an answer, but let me see if somebody else can give something like that answer, close to it. Huh? Acha. Okay. So let me try and explain it. Acha. Let this be over here. This is the tortoise. There is the rabbit who is running after the tortoise. Okay. So the rabbit covers half this distance between the tortoise and where he was earlier. But in the meantime, the tortoise has moved here. So now the distance is less, but he still has to travel that distance. So now the rabbit is here and the tortoise is here. Okay, so he moves here, the rabbit moves here, the tortoise moves here. And it's half, and then half, and then half, and then half.
Unless you make them both.
And so the rabbit will never catch up with the tortoise.
Unless you make them both take
Do you agree?
one big step, then
What do you say?
then the rabbit may.
You don't look happy. You don't agree. Acha, tell me why you don't agree.
Because if the tortoise was all the way over here and the rabbit was all the way over here, the original half the rabbit traveled was way bigger than the 10th half that he traveled. So if he was able to travel such a huge half first, then the tiny halves would be, then he wouldn't have to, the rabbit wouldn't have to keep traveling the tiny halves. He would just.
Okay, so look, I am agreeing with you. You're right that the halves keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. True. But you never stop making those halves. So then what do you do? So then a fast car can never overtake a slow car. But you see fast cars actually overtaking. Yeah. So you see, bolo.
If the rabbit wants to overtake the turtle, then the rabbit can use an M1 futuristic tech teleporter to.
अरे यार teleporter को छोड़ो ना उसको छोड़ो. There no teleportation allowed. We are just talking about simple things.
We are talking about a simple text.
No high tech over here. But you see that she did have a problem. She went half and said stop, then went half, said stop, and then she had to say stop so many times that she stopped saying stop after a few times. And Anna, so anyway, you should not think that this is a stupid argument. It's actually a very clever argument. And this is one of the things that led to the development of a branch of mathematics called calculus. And calculus is such a lovely thing to know. I use it all the time, but of course it's not with rabbits and tortoises. It's with other squiggly things like electrons and other things like that. मगर देखो ये आइडिया तो अच्छा लगा ना कि आधा 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 आधा. अच्छा, अब I'm going to ask you another puzzle. How many of you have stayed in a hotel? Everyone.
In a fancy hotel.
अरे यार फैंसी नहीं. अच्छा, तो ये बताओ, in the hotel that you stayed in, how many rooms were there?
4.
Okay. Now 50 rooms in the hotel. Okay.
No, 100.
100. Okay. So what is the biggest 400? Acha. What do you think is the biggest hotel in the world? How many rooms does that have?
I think it's infinite. I think it's
Not infinite.
अरे यार is
Burj Khalifa is not a hotel.
Burj Khalifa is not a hotel. That's a building. हाँ. अच्छा होगा ना होगा. But okay. What do you think? What do you think is the world's? How many rooms does the world's biggest hotel have? What's your guess?
1,000.
Infinite.
Infinite. Unlimited.
यार infinite तो हो नहीं सकता ना.
1,000.
अच्छा. Stop. अच्छा ठीक है ठीक. Right. Oi. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you to imagine.
There are infinite rooms in a hotel, and if another guest comes in, how will we have to do it? All of the other guests will have to move another room to another room, to another room, to another room, to another room. That would be infinite.
Oh man, you already know about Hilbert's hotel, huh?
Yeah, it would be infinite.
But now you have to explain what. अच्छा, ये नए लोग आए तो इनको भी समझाना होगा. आ जाओ आगे आ जाओ इधर बैठो ना. हाँ इधर आ जाओ इधर आ जाओ. अच्छा, and you're going to explain this. हाँ. Okay, good. आ जाओ इधर कहीं बैठ जाओ. ये तुम्हारा भाई है? अच्छा, गुड. तो हम ये बात कर रहे थे कि सभी ने यहाँ किसी होटल में रहे हैं ना. उस होटल में बहुत कमरे हो सकते हैं. हो सकता है कि 500 हो सकता है कि 1000 हो. ओके. लेकिन जितने भी हाँ चलो 7 मिलियन हो तो नहीं सकता, लेकिन मान लेते हैं. Okay, now the thing is, in this big hotel, all the rooms are occupied. If a new guest comes, there's no room for him. However, we are now going to hear from you about a very special hotel. So tell us about that hotel.
There is a hotel. It's called Hilbert's Hotel. It has infinite room. But so if a new
So how is it different from an ordinary hotel?
Because the ordinary hotels have a limited rooms.
Okay.
In that hotel, if a new guest comes, all of the guests would have to move to like the other room, to the other room, to the other room. So that would be infinite to the other.
अच्छा तो देखो एक खास होटल है, अजीब होटल है. It's got an infinite number of rooms. तो अगर
Let's just imagine.
अरे यार है
How did they make infinite number of rooms? Can't just work like this. They would get very tired.
बात तो तुम्हारी ठीक है.
They open to the admin control panel.
अच्छा so
and it's for the sovereign elephant.
इधर दो ना. हाँ बोलो क्या कह रहे थे.
But what if a new guest comes in Hilbert hotel and all the infinity rooms are occupied, so then he doesn't have any where to stay, but he can just build a secret room in the hotel.
अच्छा देखो
Imagine.
एक एतराज तो इधर से आ गया है ना कि you can't have an infinite number of rooms. And you are actually quite right, because to build an infinite number of rooms, you would need an infinite amount of space, you would need an infinite amount of money, and you would need an infinite number of guests. So you are absolutely right. You cannot have a hotel with an infinite number of rooms. However, the very good thing about imagination is that you can always imagine, and you can always imagine a hotel with an infinite number of rooms, so that when a new guest comes, then the first guest moves into the second room, the second guest moves into the third room, the third guest moves into the fourth room, and this goes on and on and on. This is the same problem, same issue as saying, what is the world's largest number? What is the world's largest number? You have to hear him. Yes. Okay, keep. Bolo or Rana, is that all? Keep going. आखिर ये थक जाएगा. Let him go. Come on. Keep going.
Infinity nine.
अब देखो ना थक गया. Keep going.
If I do this, I could end the class. 9.
Okay. So you see, he had to stop. However, you can always add another 9 after that. Or you don't even have to add 9s. You can. So suppose.
You can multiply it by Googleplex.
Yaar, suno na. If there was a largest number, if there was a largest number in the world, then if you add one more, If you add plus 1 to that, it'll be a number which is still larger. Therefore, there cannot be the largest number. And hence, what you call infinity is not a number. So you see, this is so beautiful a conclusion. Socho zara is pe. Socho. That there cannot be a largest number, because if you add 1 to that number, you will get a number which is still bigger. Hence, the first number could not be the largest number. And so this is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning.
But what if we do a sideways 8?
Ah,
The numbers can never stop. The numbers go on and go on and go on. Like we stop. The numbers go on and go on.
Sir?
exactly the point. Yes. Idhar do.
Sir?
Were you saying something?
Sir, is infinity times infinity by infinity squared the largest number?
Okay, beautiful question. Acha, bada acha sawal hai. Dekho. So I want somebody to answer this question.
No, the answer is no, because
Wait. You will only answer when you get the mic. Repeat your question so that everybody.
Is infinity times infinity squared? No, is infinity times infinity by infinity squared the largest number?
Answer.
Take that number and add 1 to it, new biggest number, and then take that number and add 1 to it. Yes, so you basically get the point, right?
So what is your answer?
It's not the biggest number.
So you have an answer to that.
But what about the amount of
Infinity-
digits pi has?
Kya?
The amount of digits pi has, pi, like a 3.14 in the air.
Oh, that's what is called an irrational number, which never ends. So, don't shake that like that. So, what you're talking about is a number that never ends. 3.141592579218013456. There are people actually who have remembered 50 digits of pi. No, I only remember it until 3.14159257. There's also another very famous number called E, exponential. Has anyone heard of that? Acha. It's been calculated, yeah. Acha. Yeah, you want to say something?
How is a pi irrational? I mean, how does it never repeat itself? They are only, because I think it should, because there are only a limited amount of number combinations in the universe.
No, there are lots of. Please don't shake it. We will come to your question of rational and irrational numbers later. Acha. Yes, you have to. Anyone have any comments? Because I'm going to ask you. Now we're going to move on to a different topic. Yeah, udhar to.
Actually, I think there is some kind of secret end in numbers, maybe. But people say numbers go on forever, right? But maybe there might be an ending. No way, it just keeps on going. That means people are creating other numbers, right? Like, what if there's a sideways 9?
क्या कह रहे हो? बताओ. माइक में बताओ. क्या कहा तुमने?
So there's a lot of numbers,
Okay.
but there should be some kind of end. No way it just goes on like this again and again. That means scientists are making new other numbers like
pi, e, another. I don't even know what does e even mean. And by.
Yeah, it's a little hard to explain, but yeah, go ahead. हाँ, तुम क्या कह रहे थे? नहीं, नहीं.
Sideways 6.
अच्छा.
Sideways 6, 7.
Okay. Here, इधर दो.
I heavily disagree with Heather. Numbers do keep going on forever and ever. I mean, it's not possible for us to simulate those numbers, but it is possible for those numbers to exist. Like if someone says infinity powered by infinity is the biggest number, add 1 to that. You can just keep adding ones to anything. You can add 1 to you can add 1 more digit to the end of pi if you want.
Yeah.
But that won't make sense.
There is no end to pi, by the way. Okay,
Yes.
so now we move to a different topic. All right. So everybody will have to think very, very hard on this. Acha. So imagine that there is a civilization on the other side of our galaxy, and our galaxy is so big that if you travel at the speed of light, it would take you 30,000 years to reach the other side. 30,000 light years. So it's very, very big. And so, you have to hear what I have to say first. So now there are people on that side of the galaxy who want to talk to us. But we don't have a common language. They don't speak English, they don't speak Urdu, and they don't speak Spanish either. Yeah. We can't get pictures from there. It's too hard. And we can only we don't know their language. Yeah, but they could look very different. Maybe you wouldn't even understand their. So suppose they send you a text message. Yeah. Now their text message will have symbols which are all very strange. They will. They can make squiggles. They can make some, something like this on the board, on paper. They can send it to you by a radio signal. But what is the? You would not be able to understand it at all. Now they're also thinking that these are people on Earth. How on Earth? How do we manage to talk with them? What is the thing that we can all agree upon? So sign language, nobody will agree on. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? No. What does this mean? Not good. What does this mean? What does this mean? I don't know. नहीं, लेकिन हो सकता कि ये कुछ उसका और मतलब ले, वो उसका कुछ और मतलब ले. So I said no talking until I put the problem before you, okay? We need to agree upon something. What is it that we can agree upon? I said be quiet until I ask you. So I'm asking you to use your head, just hit your head a couple of times. Zor se maro. Everyone. Hard. Now, you tell me, what is it that that they and us can agree upon? And I'll look over here. What can the people out there in space, far, far away, agree with you on. They don't have bodies. They don't have bodies. They don't. Anyone. Okay. Huh? Yeah, they don't have a body. They're made of smoke, let's say. They don't have to have a body. So what is it? What is it that we can all agree upon? Okay. Yeah, now you have your turn.
Do pictures sound good? Like they can draw a picture of what they want to tell them, except instead of in words, it's in drawings. So it's way easier to decode.
Pictures are very complicated things. What do you want to make a picture of? There. Udhar do.
Sir, how are they even living beings if they have no heart, they have no organs? Organs are necessary for.
Arey yaar, I am asking you to imagine. They're very smart.
How can we even?
They're
see
smarter
them?
than us. Yeah. They can be smarter than us.
Sir, how is smoke smarter than humans?
Well, they're sort of like smoke. But you can imagine those things out there which are very, very smart, and they want to talk to you, and there's something that you and them have to agree upon. What is it that you will agree upon? Stop fiddling with that.
They cannot talk.
Yeah, we can't talk. Udhar kar lo.
Maybe that you cannot inflict violence on each other.
Oh, we don't even know what violence is. That's too. No. What is it that we can agree upon? Okay, so I'll give you a hint. Pictures, but very, very simple pictures. So, tell me, what is something that you've never seen each other, you live in different parts of the world, what can you agree upon? यार साइन है नहीं ना, तो एक दूसरे को देख नहीं सकते. Forget it, you can't see each other. So हाँ बोलो. Oh, तो ठीक है, but we need to be able to. We don't even have a word for huge. So बोलो. Okay, उधर दो.
Sir, what about we throw some flares or something like signals?
No, guys, you're not getting it.
If they're made out of smoke and we can talk to them, they want to talk to us.
Okay.
So we can use smoke translation.
Suppose you could draw simple pictures.
Yes.
Okay? Let me give you a hint. What pictures would you draw that you and everybody would agree to? What about a triangle? Would you all agree that a triangle has three sides? You'll agree on that? Okay.
Yeah.
You will agree on a circle. Everybody will agree on a circle, right? What is a circle, by the way? What is it that we call a circle? Can you define a circle?
A sphere, a 2D shape.
A circle, I said.
A
Sphere.
2D shape.
क्या?
A two-dimensional shape.
ये-
A two-dimensional shape.
हाँ ठीक है, it's a two-dimensional shape, लेकिन square भी तो two-dimensional shape होता है ना. तो what is it about a circle which is so?
It has no sides. It has no corners.
It has no corners. Very good. It has no corners. What else? Okay, so if I draw something which has no corners over there, देखो chalk होगा उधर.
Make a circle.
There is a circle in the middle of the black hole.
Okay, so let's start with this. Make something with three corners. 4 corners? 5 corners? 5, go ahead.
Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. 6 is getting hard, but do it. Chalo. 6 कितने नहीं वो कितने हाँ ये अच्छा no corners. Is that the only shape that you can make with no corners?
No. Oval and circle.
Oval. So make yeah. ठीक. अच्छा, what is so special about a circle?
It has no
But
corners.
this has no corners.
And a car can use circle.
Yeah. What do you want? Yeah. Love. My question is, what is so special about a circle?
It's a 2D version of a sphere. It is symmetrical from all sides, and it has no corners, or it's made out of infinity small sides.
ठीक है सही कह रहे हो. Yeah, okay. There. Question is, what is so special about a circle?
It basically has infinite lines of symmetry and infinite rotational symmetry.
Oh, wow. Infinite rotational symmetry. To Mardala, infinite rotational symmetry. Can you explain that? Because, I have only a little head.
Basically, infinite rotational symmetry is if you have a shape in its original position, and you have a shape in its original position. If you rotate it once, does it look like as if it's in its original position? You rotate it again and again. If you have to rotate a shape 360 for it to look the same, then it only has one rotational symmetry. If you can rotate it twice, then it has two rotational symmetry, like a square. Another thing is that rotational symmetry is equal to number of equal sides.
Okay, so come to the board and draw a triangle which is symmetrical, completely symmetrical as best as you can. Now explain to us what you mean by the symmetry of this triangle.
Basically, if you draw a line this way,
Yeah?
from corner to side, these two halves are equal. And if this is an equilateral triangle.
Okay.
And from here to here, these two sides are equal. And from here to here, these two sides are equal. And there's 3 equal sides, so there's 3 lines of symmetry. And if I rotate this way,
Yeah.
it will look like this. And if I rotate it this way, it will look like this. And if I rotate it this way, it will look like this.
Okay.
Which is 3. And there's 3 equal sides.
Where
and
is the
3
center
lines
of the
symmetry.
triangle? Where the 3 lines meet, actually. The dot over there. Right. So if I rotate about that, then I can rotate once, twice, thrice by the same amount, and I'll come back to the same place. So it's got a 120 degrees step. So if you rotate by 120, it'll not change. If you rotate by another 120, it'll not change, and so forth. Okay, very good. Now explain what you mean by the circle as having infinite rotational symmetry.
It has infinite rotational symmetry because it's like a wheel almost.
Uh-huh.
No matter how many times you roll the circle,
Or how little you
rotate
rotate it.
it will always look the same.
Okay, good. But you're giving me such a complicated definition. Yeah, this is too difficult.
That's just smart. You should know.
Can anyone give me the simplest possible definition of a circle? I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. You're right. But I want something simple because I have only a little brain. Chalo.
So you need to. It is a 2D sphere, and the sphere is a 3D circle.
Are yaar, 2D sphere. Can you? I need something simple. My brain is small. Huh?
Around a perfectly round 2D object.
Okay, now watch this. Ye pakdo. Did this give you any ideas? Did this? Huh? What? I'm asking you to define a circle. Huh? So अभी मैंने तुम लोगों को ना एक demonstration दी. Did this give you any idea of how to define a circle? हाँ, बताओ. उधर. वो ये दे दो. Yeah. So
The circle is the only shape that's half is a like shape.
Suppose I take a rod and I move the rod along. What is the tip of the rod going to do as I move it? Make a circle. Make a circle. Exactly. Using that principle, can you draw a circle? Yeah. Draw it. Using this principle which you talked about.
Like this in the board?
Anyone get the idea? नहीं देखो ये जो कोनी है ना मेरी ये एक जगह कोनी the elbow this yeah so this is fixed and now my hand see this mic what's the tip of this mic doing? Making a circle. So this is what a circle, the simplest way of understanding a circle is that this is what we call the radius. And then as it moves around, it makes a circumference. Okay, so here I have to draw this and then we can So here is the center of the circle. Here is the rod, like my hand was. Here is the mic. And as I move this, it moves around, and that is what a circle is. So this distance will be the same as this distance, 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 and so forth, if I draw it perfectly. So that is how a circle is made, and that is mathematically the definition of a circle as well. Okay, so good. Did you have fun in the science lab?
Yes.
Good.